We are back and better than ever here on Inside the 12. Pete Souza alongside King McClure. Right now it's time to talk a little Big 12 women's basketball. Conference play begins on Saturday. Joining us now to give an intro to this big-time entree, this conference slate we have, is Big 12 insider Ann O'Neill. Ann, of course, you're an All-American at Iowa State, drafted into the WNBA, and now you're coaching, or you were coaching, now you're calling games, and we appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Hey, thanks so much for having me. What's better than Big 12 hoops? Let's get it going.
Let's get it going.
Let's do it. And, well, the Big 12 has 3 women's teams in the top 15 of the latest AP poll: TCU, Kansas State, and West Virginia. Who is your top women's team heading into conference play this weekend?
Oh, you're going to cook me on the very first question. Oh, man. But I'm going to start off with TCU. They have had an incredible start to the season. Right now, they're 12th. But I got to tell you, in their program, it's the first time ever in TCU history that they've cracked the top 10 in the AP poll. And they're led behind the big 3, which is Sedona Prince, Haley Van Lith, and a sniper in Madison Connor. Together, they average over 53 points and 63% of the offense. They're rebounding, they're assisting. They just really have it going on playing positionless basketball from Coach Mark Campbell. He wants to run it like a WNBA, and that's why they have so many transfers in that want to win together and get that experience. So I'm going to start off with TCU. They've upset NC State, which was a top-ranked team, and number 3, Notre Dame. And that's how they kept moving forward in the AP poll.
You know, one team I cannot take my eyes off of right now, the Kansas State Wildcats. Heading into conference play, what are the vibes you're getting about this team?
The vibes are really good because they are extremely deep. So much so that the Wildcats have 6 players averaging double figures. And they're led by 6'7" preseason player of the year, Ayoka Lee. She just broke Kansas State's all-time scoring record, but she also has the all-time record for rebounds and blocked shots. But she's got a core around her that is incredible. We've got to mention Serena Sundell. She has one of the only triple doubles in Big 12 already in non-conference play. They also are second in the nation for assists per game at 23 assists. So they're sharing the ball, they're moving the ball, and they can go deep into the bench. This is one of Coach Mitty's best teams for the Wildcats.
And let's take it over to Morgantown, because I've been so impressed with the West Virginia defense. And you can't talk defense without talking Coach Kellogg's team, right? They're giving up under 50 points per game, tops in the Big 12. How impressed are you by the feisty West Virginia squad?
Oh, I love this team so much so, you guys, I called them Stress Virginia instead of like the men's team where they called them Press Virginia, because if you're trying to run your offense against the Mountaineers, you're going to be stressed out. They're top 10 in the nation for turnovers force, for steals. Again, like you mentioned, holding opponents under 48 points per game. But what they did in the offseason is they focused on that offense, and now they're averaging over 85 points a game. So they really have it going on both ends of the court, and they've got a guard duo in J.J. Quinterly and Jordan Harrison, over 33 points a game and 5 steals. Man, I can't wait to watch them. They also have a very deep bench for Coach Kellogg.
Hold on, I'm writing that down. Stress Virginia.
Stress Virginia.
I'm using that this season. All right, you mentioned some players there in Morgantown, but looking outside of those top teams, who are some of the other individuals that have been putting on a show this season and have caught your attention?
Well, we got to talk about Audie Crooks, one of the best post players in the entire nation for Iowa State. Just a couple of games ago, she had back-to-back 30 points. She's on everyone's radar across the nation. And if I had a couple other players, I mean, how much time do we have? We have like 40 players we need to highlight here. But I'll go to Dariana Littlepage-Buggs from Baylor. She had a 2020 game and is leading them in double figures. And when we talk about double figures, we got to bring up Jillian Hayes from Cincinnati, also averaging a double-double. And I know y'all like shooting. We're going to go to Staley Hurd at Oklahoma State. She had 2 games, guys, where she was 15 for 18 from behind the three-point line. That's 83%. That's better than layups for most people. So just some really baller games already in the Big 12, and I know they're only going to grow and expand, and wish we had more time to highlight more players.
Yeah, we are short on time. We got about 30 seconds before we let you go. Which 2 games are you most excited for when conference play tips off for the women's side this weekend?
So this coming Saturday, we have Iowa State at Oklahoma State. Again, two teams who love to shoot the long ball. I'm looking forward to that one. And Kansas versus Baylor, two teams that are playing really well and tops in the conference. So I've got those circled on my calendar for Saturday.
All right, Ann, thank you so much for your time. We're looking forward to welcoming you throughout the season as well. Thank you so much today, and of course, happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you guys too. Thanks so much.